Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Jaron Ilayat, and I will be presenting to you the topics in Networking 1, which is the introduction of networking. One of the most important things to consider in this kind of matter is data. Let's know what is all about the data. Data refers to information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the parties creating and using the data. It is collected information to be delivered. Like a normal communication, there is also form of communication by the use of data, and that is what we call data communication. Data communication, it is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium. It is clearly says that is the communication between two devices. Three fundamental characteristics of communication. There are characteristics of data communication to be considered. First, delivery. The system must deliver data to correct destination. The data to be delivered must be addressed to the correct receiver, or the data must address to its proper destination. So next, accuracy. The system must deliver the data accurately. The data that you want to be delivered must be the data to be sent for its accuracy to achieve. And last, timeliness. The system must deliver data in timely manner. The data must be delivered in time you want it to be delivered. Now, we go on to the components of data communication. So first, message. It is the information or data to be communicated. So, it is the thing or info to be delivered. So, next, sender. It is the device that sends the data message. So, next, receiver. It is the device that receives the message. So, it is receives the message from the sender. Next, medium. It is the physical path by which a message travels from sender to receiver. So, it is the way for the information to be traveled by the sender to the receiver. So, last, protocol. It is a set of rules governs data communication. So, for example, in a Gmail, before we send or receive a message, it was verified or checked by the security and policies of Google if it's applicable or not. Here are the data representation that we use in data communication. Example of data representation. So first, text. Here the example. So next, numbers, images, audio, and video. So we'll go on to data flow. Simplex communication is unidirectional. So one directional communication only. Example is a radio station which they send information to the audience but cannot receive information from the audience. So next, half duplex. Each station can both transmit and receive but not at the same time. So it can be two directional or station but cannot function at the same time. Meaning to say, the other one stops when the other one is starting. For example, of this walkie-talkie. Last, full duplex. Both station can transmit and receive simultaneously. So, two or more station, for example, is a telephone wherein they can send message at the same time. So, now we move on to network. Is a group of connected communication devices such as computers and printers. So, simply a group of two or more personal computers that are linked together. Network criteria. Performance, it can be measured in many ways, such as transmit time. It is the amount of time required for a message to travel from one device to another. And response time, it is a elapsed time between an inquiry and a response. So the performance of the network depends on many factors. First, number of users, type of transmission medium, capabilities of the hardware, and efficiency of the software. Reliability, it is measured by the frequency of the failure, time it takes a link to recover from failure, and network's robustness in a catastrophe. Plus, security, how the network protect data from unauthorized access. Categories of network. So, network is categories with the following factors. So, first, size, ownership, distance it covers, and the last, physical architecture. Okay, categories. So, first, local area network or LAN. So, LAN, example of this is the internet we use at home or schools and campuses. So, next, metropolitan area network or MAN. MAN is a more widely than the LAN and WAN. It can accommodate and whole city. So last, wide area network or WAN. WAN is example of this the Globe Telecom. The diagram shows size, ownership, distance, B architecture, and example of categories of networking. Move on next to the evolution of networking. So first, mid-1960s stand-alone devices. Here are the devices that evolved during this time. ARPA or Advanced Research Project Agency and DoD or Departments of Defense. And next, 1967, and here are the devices that evolved during this time. So ACM or Association for Computing Machinery or Meeting. ARPA or ARPANET. IMP or Interfaces Message Processor. So next, 1969, ARPANET Reality. It is divided in 4 nodes. So first, University of California, Los Angeles or UCLA. And University of California, Santa Barbara or UCSB. And Stanford Research Institute, University of Utah. And next, NCP Network Control Protocol. In 1972, Vint Cerf and Bobcan Interneting Project, Transmission Control Protocol or TCP. So here the following evolution of TCP: encapsulation, datagram, functions of a gateway. And last, shortly thereafter. So TCP to TCP is higher level functions. Segmentation, assembly, error detection, IP or handle datagram, and TCP or IP, Internet Protocol today's. Networks are usually classified using 3 properties. And so protocol, as I've said earlier, so alam nyo na dapat yan. Protocol, sabi ko na kanina. So next, architecture refers to one of the 2 major types of network architecture. Example of architecture is peer-to-peer or client or server. And physical topology, it refers to the way in which of network is laid out physically. Categories: mesh, communication is point-to-point. Bus, signals are shared with the backbone cable. So next, star, signals are passing through the central devices. And last, ring, signals are circulate with it the network. Here the example diagram of these categories. So that is all about networking. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll get information. God bless everyone and keep safe.